Hi everyone, Mohammed Jafar again from Provident Real Estate, and today we are running a new episode. Let's have a look at what happened in third week of March. So, first of all, let's have a look at the data that we always do and identify where the market stands today. So, entire market 153.6 billion, 28% higher than last year, and 40,000 transaction with 7% higher than last year. Price per square foot 12% increases versus last year at 1,700. Primary showing a very solid performance still, even though with the conflict, even though where people say it's not going to work, it's working. So 49% higher than last year, 107.7 billion the value of sales volume 28,000 and 13% increase versus last year. Price per square foot 1,800 at 13% higher than last year. And guess what? A lot of deal happened since 1st of March until now is not yet registered with the Dubai Land Department, will appear soon. So for the resale, there is a slight decrease, 3% in the value. And also for the sales volume, very tiny percentage, 4%. And the price per square foot increases 10%, 1,600, which means people are buying more expensive units and the transaction is less, but the value is higher. That's why you see the value 3% and here 4% for the sales volume. Hopefully this with time it will be improved and go back into normal. So let's look now at the profits. Profits shows 63% increase versus last year with 16.1 billion value of capital gain made by investors who sell in 2026 and purchase before this date. So moving on into additional information, let's have a look now at 13, 12, 11. This is the sales. Let's look at 1st of March when the conflict happened. The sale has dropped. However, it was keep going with an average sale of 1 billion to 1.2 billion, 1.8, 1.8, 1.7, 1.3, and 1.4. We're still pushing forward. Dubai is still generating money. Buyers are still buying, but not any buyers. There is a special type of buyers that we're going to talk about in the next episode. So let's have a look now at the rentals. Rentals still show very solid performance. 80,000 is the average rental in Dubai with no changes at all. And this is a great indicator. And the renewed increased 6%, which is also higher than the normal index. And this is again another indicator to show a strong market. Moving on into the mortgage, also show a very solid performance, 65% higher than last year with a 54.8 billion value. Also, we look into transaction, almost 10,000 transactions, 6% increase. A mortgage, the time is now, because what I'm going to tell you next is very important. Let's have a look at the splits, primary versus resale. 31% resale, 69 primary still dominating percent, and also we go into cash sale, it's 67, and mortgage 33, and this is very important. So before we move to the next part explaining about the mortgage and the type of buyers, let's have a look at the chart since 2007 and the price per square foot journey. 1,250, it dropped up to 900, 860, 832. However, at this time, the supplies was very low. Now we look into a curve that happened based on the recession, and back again, it goes up, and then again it goes down. During the certain time, also we had another slow market, then it go back again. Then a drop in COVID, but fly like rocket all the way here because the city was not built actually with this much infrastructure we have today. The infrastructure is way much more better, more communities. That's why it become more attractive, more population, more visitors, more investors, more movement from the government to bring in a lot of investment. So if we look at this chart, we will understand one clear fact. Dubai, no matter how much it will go down, it will fly again. And this is the time for those who understand long-term Dubai to buy in the market. So developers performance, I'm going to share with you what happened in the sales now. People always make probably a bet that the market will collapse. the market did not collapse. Here you go. Ohana, one of the strongest developers now in Abu Dhabi, 6 billion a few days ago, one of the most beautiful branded residences community they created under the name of Manchester City, one of its kind, walking distance to one of the most magnificent key point and attraction in Abu Dhabi, Ferrari World and Yas Island and so on. Emaar, the giant, 1.4 billion. This is in March only. Dubai property, 725 million. This is combined Miras and Nakheel. The MAC, 690. Something very important. I'm telling you about launch base, what they have launched and what they have sold. Bengati, 302. And by the way, Bengati, one of the stars that actually keep giving a lot of transactions, not yet registered here on a daily basis. And their tent available in Grand Hyatt. They are doing a very great sales over there. Amali, 220. This is one of the new development, but not new in the market as owners, because this is owned by top 3 sons and daughter of Mr. Hussein Sijwani of the MAC. They created their own brand. And also we have Nishama, also the sister company of Emaar, with 158 million. Dagusa, 151 million. Samana, 108 million. And finally, we go to Aldar, 101 million. So again, this is based on the launch, because majority of the launches, it's sold immediately. So this is the outcomes. And again, congratulations to Ohana for creating a great record in a very challenging time. And they can have a very big credit on this. So, exclusive Ramadan promotion. This is what I'm saying, mortgage. There is today a phenomenon offers happening in the market with key developers, and they are specially made for Providence Real Estate. So if you'd like to know more information, what happened in the market today, where are this promotion, why mortgage is very important, why people who live in Dubai who wish to own property, the time is now. The time is now, and we will guide you perfectly on this. Exclusive Ramadan offers. Contact us at 800 Estate and off plan at Provident Real Estate, or you can DM us and we will get back to you quickly. So let's have a look now into very important information and fact into how the UAE manage the situation now. UAE, the experts, especially Dubai market, they know how to solve all the problems since the crisis until now. So first of all, let's have a look at what the figures they do. Number one, the market poses. So the market take a break, the market go to the beach, lay down, take some bag, and enjoy a beautiful thing, which is, we're not worried. Investor, maybe the new ones are worried, but old investors, they know this is the norm. So now we pause. After that, we go to another stage, stability. Once the conflict is over, the market will stabilize and have a beautiful shape of prices. There will be some correction, and this is very great. After that, when the stability happens, it will take a little time. Then we go into recovery. Recovery is the same as the chart I show you. Since 2020 pandemic, which was the most strong hit ever happened to the economy all around the world, we see the apartment and prices in Dubai flying rockets, and many of investors, they double up their prices, which means, now I'm talking to those buyers who understand the position of UAE, who understand that UAE have the capability and the knowledge and the know-how and the power and the funds to keep the city as strong as it is now. They have the know-how how to make more profits for the investors. So if you are a smart investor, you know the long term for the city up to 2040. This is the plan for this beautiful place. You can buy and make sure that your investment will be secured. So in addition, I'm going to share with you some little evidence of the crisis management going into the same cycle: post stability, recovery, growth. 2008 global crisis, everyone said that Dubai would collapse. Nothing happened. 2014 oil price also as well collapsed. Again, nobody felt it here. 2020 COVID pandemic, perfectly been treated. And also in 2022 global inflation cycle, no one even noticed it in Dubai because the prices was getting higher and higher. Profits was being made by investors. Last year alone, 86 billion value of investments and profits that being made. 2024-25 regional tension. Something also I would like to remind people, last year there is a 14 days or 12 days war between Israel and Iran just next door. Just the same one is happening now. Zero disturbance, but this time it's getting longer and probably there is more involvement from different allies like United States, and that's why probably it take more or bigger headlines than the previous one. So the headlines is saying one thing and the reality is saying something completely different. Again, if you want to know anything about data, numbers, information, our team will be happy to assist you and support you in anything you need now or in the future. So always Dubai shows that it's flexible, it has the ability and the know-how to maneuver, to work against the situation and bring win every time. So if we look at the transaction here, 2019, 20, 21, see after COVID what happened. Anyway, 2019 wasn't so a great performance comparing to 20, but see what happened after 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. And guess what? Every pose has a huge planning. The government, including the Crown Prince of Dubai, on a daily basis, they are running meeting with every key personnel or big company to find solutions and see how they can actually get over this super fast and try to have enough time to work with a clear mind to get over this tension and move forward in speed of rocket. So today the question is not whether the market will recover. The right question is who gonna buy and act before the confidence fully return, because when this happens you're gonna miss all the promotions, all great prices. Every single person in 2020, they purchase when people thinks that the market will never get up again on its feet, they double up and they triple their income. And this is something usual in the UAE because we always go in ups and downs, and again the prices bring back again. If you need any advice, any information, how to invest, what to invest, where to invest, even if you don't want to invest at all and want to have any consultancy or guidance, Provident Real Estate and its team will be always happy to support you and help you. Again, 800 estates off plan at Provident Estate, and myself, Mohammed Jafari, I was so happy to share with you this information. I wish you a wonderful week and thank you for watching.